What's going on, you guys? I want to talk to you today a little bit about Rey's origins. So we are going to talk a little bit about episode 8. We're also going to talk about the book from a certain point of view. So if you haven't, don't want to be spoiled or anything, make sure you stop now. But with that out of the way, it is far long enough past episode 8 that we can talk about it. So if you've seen episode 8, you know that Rey was kind of revealed to not have any kind of special parents, that she's a nobody. And that has everybody thinking, oh, well, all of our theories were gone. Well, I've got a new one for you. The theory is that Rey has actually been reincarnated. And not by somebody that you might think. I'm going to talk about why this theory is and what backs it up. It's a little bit out there, but I ask you to bear with me because I think it's worthwhile. So if it's true that Rey's parents were nobody, why is she so special? Why does she have the Force so strong with her? It could be that the Force just managed to manifest itself in her because maybe it just needed to happen. But could there be another reason, another maybe catalyst, another reason that pushed it to that level? Well, I want to draw your attention to a story called The Baptist in From a Certain Point of View. This story is actually about the Dianoga in the Death Star trash compactor. So the Dianoga actually touched Luke Skywalker during the pull down where he pulled Luke. Her name was Omi. This Dianoga's name was Omi, which actually means water in Yoruba. If you read the story, you've actually already familiar with it, but it's really interesting because this Dianoga baptized Luke Skywalker in the water, and it was very spiritual, and there's a lot of interesting things about this Dianoga. First off, this Dianoga was Force sensitive, and it felt a connection with Luke Skywalker because Luke Skywalker was the first other Force sensitive person that it had ever touched or come into contact with, and it had been coming into contact with a lot of people. This Dianoga actually has a lot of parallels to Rey in that it was taken from its home and kind of put in a place that it didn't want to be, kind of mirroring Rey's childhood a little bit. And then eventually comes into contact with Luke Skywalker and then is like forever changed after that. Also, this Dianoga has a lot of different things that kind of make it stand out. It was also female. It was a accomplished fighter. The Force kind of taught this Dianoga a lot of interesting things. It kind of just got them from within, or maybe the Force itself actually taught the Dianoga. It eventually learned advanced Force techniques like being able to move objects, move pieces of trash and make them float out of the water. When the Death Star exploded, and here's really the kicker, when the Death Star exploded, there was a scene where the Dianoga accepts her fate, to that this is what the Force had happened, and wonders what she would come back as. In other words, hinting that this Dianoga is telling you that they're going to be reincarnated. Now, that doesn't actually mean that it's Rey, but there are a lot of similarities, especially the relationship she felt with Luke Skywalker. She felt as if their fates were kind of intertwined, which kind of lends itself, if you put all of these pictures together, and I know some people are saying, well, this sounds absolutely absurd. I understand that, but there are a lot of parallels, and it's worth considering. I don't think that there will actually come right out and say, yes, it's canon. Rey is a reincarnated Dianoga from episode 4. But I am saying that could be a fun headcanon. It could be something fun that we kind of just know, but it's not really on screen. This short story seems to lend itself to that possibility while staying open-ended enough to not have to lock it down and confirm it. But as far as my headcanon, I'm convinced Rey is a Dianoga. But I'd like to hear what you guys think, guys. There is another round of the giveaway going right now, so only thing you need to do if you'd like to win an expansion of your choice in the form of a Cool Stuff gift card is just be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos. It's as simple as that, guys. So yeah, what do you think about this new theory that I've got for you? Is it too far over the top, or is it just right enough to maybe be headcanon for some people? If you haven't checked out From a Certain Point of View, check that out. It's a really interesting collection of short stories. Some of them are really, really good, and some of them are absolutely absurd. But I'd like to hear what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.